Hello everyone, welcome back to Sonic in the Parallel Worlds. This is a 2-day event focused on the Sonic the Hedgehog series and the many excellent fan games and mods that the speedrun community has picked up to run over the years. We are joined by the wonderful valeriaasteria. My name is Amber Cyper, and I'm going to be your host for the rest of this day, as well as the second half of day 2. And I hope you're looking forward to Sonic GT, because we are picking up some really awesome games for the rest of the night. Valeria, I am so thrilled to have you, and, you know, this game is going to be so sick. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. This is Sonic GT. It's a modern Sonic fan game by Gabriel Gonzalez, who you might know is working on Project Rascal. It's got a whole bunch of mechanics from throughout modern Sonic. And I love the way it feels, personally. I'm going to be playing as Mighty for the story mode. The runs for these aren't well established at all. So I start on Chapter 1, where you unlock Mighty for the story. And you'll get I'll get into the story while you get a feel of the mechanics that are going on. When I hit Let's Go, that's going to be time. So 3, 2, 1, go. There's a little bit of a delay here. The story is basically that Mighty gets a message from Eggman saying that he's kidnapped Ray, and he needs to come get him if he wants his friend to survive. That kind of classic thing Eggman is known to do. Sonic and Tails are relaxing in Ocean Paradise when they hear Mighty with his head in the ground, surrounded by egg pawns. So they go to save him. So they team up together to save Ray, because, of course, Sonic is friends with them. And what Eggman is planning to do, he's using Ray as bait to capture Mighty and use his shell to make an impenetrable death robot. Well, what we'll find out is that is a double bait to get Sonic and Tails to come, because he's already made the robot, and he wants to just use it to destroy them. Now the category I'm doing is no skips, and it may have seemed like I kinda just did a skip. That was just a jump over one of the main areas of the game, though. What I mean by no skips is I'm still going along the intended path of the level, but this game, the mechanics let you go flying, basically. If I were to actually do the skip, I would have gone under the water over that large jump I did, and I would have run up the wall and just run to the end here. So those are the kinds of things that I'm avoiding with this. Now we've made it to one of Eggman's bases here. There's a little bit of lag after every level, so don't worry if it seems like it froze up. And they didn't find him, so they're going to go to different places where Eggman has his operations going and try to triangulate his location. You get these unskippable cutscenes, so you gotta mash through them. But now we're at Hilltop Zone, which is a great throwback. And I love the music in this game. This is probably the best example.
Chaotic.
You've got very robust moveset here, and some great physics. There is a manual roll button, which I think every Sonic game should have. Oop, that's fun. You have spin dashing. There's no actual boost, but sort of a boost mode a la Advance. And Mighty and Sonic both have basically a form of drop dash. Mighty's is his ground pound, but it has a forward momentum when it hits the ground. And there's the trick system, which helps you get a little extra height. The base mechanics feel like very floaty when you first get into it. But, I crashed there.
Smashed it.
After a while, you really get the hang of it. Like, you can make a full circle with your homing attack.
Yeah, the game looks like it's really floaty, but it looks like it's designed with that kind of physics, those kinds of physics in mind. A lot of 3D fan games built on like this engine or some of the other like physics engines that fans have developed for 3D fan games, like tend to lean a little more on the floaty side because there's a lot of momentum build up happening.
That was close.
Yeah.
Also, everyone has a homing attack, a stomp, a bounce, and the light speed dash. I say everyone. There's more characters you unlock by doing certain things in the game, other than Sonic and Mighty, like Shadow, Metal Sonic, and actually Ray as well. No Tails, unfortunately, but he already has so many. And there are bosses here with this music that you can tell is a remix of Sonic 2 8-bit Game Gear version. And this is also a boss where RNG is... I'm at the mercy of RNG, but it is going really well, honestly. Okay, let's see. That's the fastest I've ever done that stage.
Yo, let's go.
So the reason I pick Mighty particularly is he has a few abilities. Look, all the characters feel a little different, and like the way his abilities... Well, before I continue that, we're in Hilltop Zone now, because Eggman just made Hilltop erupt, which I love this. It is a great reference. One of the main differences with Mighty is that his rolling has way more effect when you go downhill. Also, he has a shield, basically, when he's in ball mode, as you would expect from Mighty. And he has a really high jump, too. He's not as fast as Sonic, but I'm able to get a lot of... 40 is very good for that. I'm able to get a lot of good techniques that are specific to Mighty with this.
Wait. Sounds like. Yeah.
So the routes I'm taking through these levels are very Mighty-centric because of that.
Okay.
Now we encountered Shadow, and this is the cutscene that really shows how weird like some of the personality is in this, because Sonic hates Shadow in this, and I don't understand why.
I have no clue either.
Yeah, he like doesn't want to be anywhere near him when it's like, hi, this is Sonic, you're gonna be my friend whether you like it or not, the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I feel like they may have gotten the two characters reversed, because Shadow usually is, per recent mandates, the one who's just like sour and doesn't want to be around Sonic or anyone.
Yeah, it's like Sonic honestly is a little bit of just a jerk in this entirely, which it kind of even makes him and Tails have a little animosity towards each other. I took the wrong way. This is going to be fun, figuring out where to go here. Though honestly, like, there's a little bit of that in like Sonic Colors and Lost World.
Yeah.
So perhaps that.
I feel like in Colors, it's a little more of a, like, it's less animosity and more just like snark. Whereas in Lost World, it's definitely animosity, and it's just like, what happened here?
Yeah, but they do like actually wrap that up in Lost Worlds at least.
Yeah.
That cutscene also had what? Oh gosh, please stop bouncing. That cutscene also had one of my favorite lines in it, where like Sonic's being difficult and Ray is like, "Come on, we have to work with him," and siding with Shadow, and Sonic's like, "Whose side are you on?" He's like, "Ray's." He's like, "Fair enough." It's like, yeah, we're doing this for Ray, by the way. Come on, Sonic. This boss is fun because you can get it in under one cycle by bouncing on it. The intended way to fight it is to homing attack the electric things to bounce up to it, and then wait for it to stop moving and use its wind attack so you can homing attack it directly. Hello. But we can just bounce on it, and Ooh. Uh-oh. Ah, man. I didn't get it in time, though. So my RNG that was very favorable for the previous boss was taken from this one, I guess.
I'm also just really glad that someone acknowledged Mighty's existence in a 3D setting.
I know, right?
What? Never mind.
It would be wild if just, like, Mighty and Ray suddenly came back. And, like, maybe even Knack. We are now at Eggman's base, which means we're on the final level. It's not a long game. These stages, I'm blusting through them in, like, less than 2 minutes, but they are really big on your first playthrough. So, like, I got lost half the time. Oop. Oop. And in the spirit of doing skip lists, I'm actually doing a few routes here, like down here. This is not the fastest way to do this level. You want to just go up top and run along here, but it's cooler, so I might as well do it. I'm not doing skips anyway, so.
I can only imagine what this run looks like with skips, with stages this large and physics this kind of floatiness.
I'm having trouble seeing my screen because of the sun right now. This is awkward.
Oh no!
Where am I?
The infernal Daystar strikes again. That's why I host nights.
Okay. I know where I am now. That was, well, a time loss, but I don't know. It's been going smoothly until then, so it's fine. Is this where I think it is? It is, and I went the opposite way. Okay. So there was a big jump there I was trying to take, which is like the closest you get to an actual skip, even more so than the one in Ocean Paradise. But the skip in this one's even wilder, because what I would do is I would go to the top of this tube here instead of going in it, and I would just go out of bounds and skip the entire next section. Which is the kind of thing I mean when I say no skips. Ooh, okay, got the second jump. Just go around that area there. I just love the feeling of this game. Hello. I'll go up this wall, try to squeeze between here. I went over the sign, so that's unusual. Usually you get hit by the sign. When you hear the wind, meaning you're going top speed. There's actual top speeds per character, and Mighty's is 340 meters per second. Got snagged there. It's fine. Oops. Oh wow, that thing caught me.
Oh wow.
Now we're on to the final boss. So we've made it to Eggman's base.
I think.
And so this is the boss where Eggman already had it constructed. He didn't actually need Mighty's data for it. This is just... Normally you're expected to play as Sonic. He just wants to kill Sonic with this. And it has an impenetrable shield. We have to wait for him to do something to power it down, such as a missile volley here. So that's not its main feature.
Here it comes, the egg laser.
The egg laser. I like to do serpentine patterns here because Eggman's aim is impeccable here, so if you move around like this, he will overcorrect.
Yeah, because like the way your movement patterns are making it looks like he has stormtrooper aim, but
Yeah.
I'm sure if you were just trying to stay straight, it would look like oh god, like that example right there.
Yeah.
Just like nope.
So what happened there was I tried something I have gotten exactly once, and I'm not sure how possible it is I got a hit between the missile volley and the first egg laser once, and it saved me like 40 seconds. I've never been able to replicate it, but I figured I might as well try.
Egg laser! Fire!
And he does more laser blasts each time. I'm invincible right now, just to show the fact that there are item boxes to help on the side there, if you can reach them. But this is sort of like an auto-scroller in a way, because you have to wait through these cycles to be able to actually hit. And you can take too long and miss a hit, and you'll have to wait a full extra cycle, which is the worst. I didn't know that could actually happen. I didn't do that the first time I played. It was one of my practice runs. I just kind of was waffling around. It was bound to happen. I went to get more rings, and that was the death of me. So we have to go through all that again. Oh well. Can't win them all. And that's what I'm saying, like, Mighty has an advantage on here with his role being a shield. He'll be impenetrable for one attack. I didn't make use of it at all there because of the open air spaces that you were stuck floating in, where the rings end up being. If it'd be safer, I would have gotten perhaps one of these shields. But they're hard to get. They're hard to aim. There we go. Some safety.
I'm like jamming out to the boss theme right now, don't mind me.
It's so good, I love it.
Our producer who's going to be picking up the second half of the runs tonight, Railcoon, we call them Ray. Ray has popped into chat to say, I'm being told I got kidnapped in this game? Like, what the heck? We're rescuing you right now, Ray. You gotta produce the rest of the runs. We're trying to, at least.
This is how we'll make sure the rest of the Parallel Worlds runs will happen, by saving you right now.
You are also somehow a flying squirrel and not a fox.
But it's fine, because you're my favorite to play as in Mania. I would like to see what Tails would have been like in this, because in Rivals he also had the homing attack, so they wouldn't have to change much.
Egg laser! Fire!
Okay, I think this is, yeah, 3 hits. There's my shield. Get a little movement going. You can see, like, it's an interesting effect when you start the boss battle. You don't see that it's an entire sphere that makes them impenetrable.
Yeah, folks are saying, like, yes, the music is a jam, it's just not quite final boss music, and I can agree with that. Like, I'm just really glad it's a jam all the same, because, like, if I had to, like, run in circles while Eggman decided whether or not he wanted to be invincible or fire his laser, because he's Dr. Octagonopus.
Ooh, what just happened? That was interesting. Interesting geometry hit there. Yeah, it's like chill but sinister, I feel.
Yeah.
And it pulls a fast one on us and does 5 laser blasts. Uh-oh. This thing's huge.
Oh,
time.
good grief.
That was time.
Oh, GG!
Forgot to set up for that.
No! This cannot be.
I was not at all prepared for that to be the final hit.
Creation. It should have been invincible.
You see, Eggman? You
So that's Sonic GT.
But a copy will
Yeah, get y'all's GGs out. Okay, maybe I can phrase things in a way that makes more sense. Get your GGs out for Valeria. Thank you so much for running that. Thanks for submitting it. I know that when we were doing run selection, we were excited to see a game like this one, acknowledge Mighty, and B, just look like a lot of fun and approachable even. So thank you again for showcasing this. Do you have any shout outs before we wrap up?
I don't have any in mind. I'm valeriaasteria on Twitch, and you can find me anywhere else there. I mean, I guess I'll give a shout out to Gabriel Gonzalez, who developed this, and they're working on Project Rascal right now, so look for that. Look forward to that, because it plays kind of similarly.
Definitely go check out Valeria's stream. If you are looking forward to more runs, don't worry. We just saved Ray, our next producer, and they're going to be producing the rest of the runs tonight with me while I'm hosting. Coming up next, we have Sonic Chrono Adventure by the Green Viper 8. So if you ever wanted to see what happens when Sonic becomes a Metroidvania, we get to enjoy that. So stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Man.
Okay. It's a